What is up, guys? My name of course is Carlo. Welcome yet to another video, and a video I haven't done in a little while, and I thought I'd do it today. I was going to take you through some of the software, or most of the software used for visual effects and filmmaking. So before we crack on, yes, for your OCD people out there, I had a comment a little while ago basically saying, Carlo man, what is up with the desktop? There's too much on it. This is basically how I work. This is the short film I'm working on at the moment. All these files are part of that. I do like to keep everything on a desktop so I know where it is. Everyone's got their own taste in how they work, but once that project's finished, it will all be condensed down into a single folder and backed up. But yes, this is how I work, so hopefully you OCD people out there will understand. I like to keep my files on my desktop so I know exactly where I'm going. And what I'm looking for, my sound effects, my Foley effects, everything that I need for this film that I'm working on is right here. Obviously, apart from my Blackmagic cinema camera footage, which is quite large, which is based in my stock folder. This is a 4 terabyte drive here under stock. So all my stock, all my footage is backed up onto this drive here, which is a 1 terabyte SSD. Yeah, that's basically it, but everything else is here. That's how I like to keep it. Each to their own, I suppose. So anyway, let's get cracking. So I'm going to skip this lot here. So we've got Lightwave. I use Lightwave not a lot, but I do like it. I've had Lightwave for years, since they first started developing the program. Before they first got into the beta stage of Lightwave, I've had it. So yep, I'll always have it. It's a great program for 3D modeling and compositing. It's great. I have condensed a lot of my programs I got rid of that I was paying licenses for, but I don't use them. I just thought it was a waste of money. So the Foundry suite I still got, but I haven't relicensed it. So I've decided to keep it there in the background here, which is here, but it's not been upgraded, so I don't use it too much, so I've decided to remove it from my desktop and just keep it in the background, just in case one day someone needs me to use it, or a client is working within Nuke Studio, so on and so on, and I need to bring that up. I've always got it there in the background, but it's not a set of programs that I use anymore, and I'll explain why in a second. So yeah, we've got the Lightwave suite, which is pretty cool. I'll just open that up for you guys so you can have a little butchers. Basically, it is very similar to Maya, programs like that. It does feel complicated when you first get into it, but like any program, you know, there is a learning curve. So yeah, pretty good. I'll always have Lightwave, so yeah, job done. Next one is Filmstro. I did a video on this yesterday regarding Filmstro. This is what I use to score all my short films and YouTube videos and stuff like that. It is a monthly subscription, but it's absolutely amazing. I would recommend this to anyone if they're into filmmaking, to get yourself something like this, because it's always good to know that if you create a score, you're not going to get done by copyright, or you're not going to get any of that crap in the background. You know, worrying whether if you upload it to YouTube that you're going to get in trouble with your audio. This will back you up. As long as you've got the correct license, this is just insanely good. So Davinci Resolve, this is the latest version of Davinci Resolve. This is Studio, which I use quite regularly. So this is Studio 14, absolutely amazing. I actually was able to update this through the purchase of my Blackmagic cinema camera. When I bought the camera, it had a copy of Davinci Resolve in it, and yeah, I upgraded it through there. So yeah, pretty awesome stuff. Absolutely love Davinci. This is my latest purchase. This is the brand new HitFilm Pro, which I do like HitFilm. I've had HitFilm for quite some time now. I'm a big supporter of theirs. Their software is getting, excuse me, seriously powerful. It's coming close to After Effects, I think, for what it can do. It's absolutely amazing. I do have some videos coming on this in the future. Some tutorials, how to use it, so on and so on. But with the new HitFilm Pro, I've got Ignite as well, which is there. And yeah, I'm just getting my head around the new features that it has. Once I've sorted that out, then I will come back to you guys with a selection of videos based on that. So that is the brand new HitFilm Pro that's just come out. Absolutely brilliant, absolutely love it. ZBrush I've had from day one. It's basically a mesh painting tool to bring your characters to life. I'll just open that up for you guys. Absolutely brilliant. I've used ZBrush for years to do, you know, various basic projects. This is the brand new version, so this is R8 for R8, so this is the newest version available. Yeah, and it's just absolutely amazing. I'll open up a demo for you, and basically all you're doing is you're just basically you know, texturing your bits and pieces within this program. You know, if you're creating fur, you can, you know, shape things, mold things, color things. It's just brilliant. So that is ZBrush. I'm not going to save that much. So moving on, this is image capture. If I'm recording videos on my iPhone 8, I will bring it in via image capture. That's the only reason why I've got image capture on my desktop. So if I record any videos or vlogs that I do on my iPhone 8, yeah, I use image capture to import the video along, which is cool. So that's why that's in my dock, because I use that quite a lot. This is the Adobe suite, the ones that I decide to use on a regular basis. This is the brand new CC Suite 2018, which when I first downloaded it on this platform, I was a bit pissed off with it, to be perfectly honest, because there was a lot of bugs and there was a lot of problems, kept crashing. But I've solved all them problems now, and to me, I think this Adobe Suite is the best version yet. It is absolutely amazing what they've added to this. I will bring you loads of tutorials on how to use the brand new features within Premiere Pro and After Effects. Some of these new features I have implemented and used in my new short film, so I'm sort of saving it for when I do the tutorials on that, to bring you some good stuff based on that. But we all know what Premiere Pro looks like, auditions and After Effects, absolutely insane. Like I just said, I was a bit jarred off at the start when I first downloaded this update, but I think this update is absolutely amazing and I'm absolutely loving it. Yeah, it's just rock solid. So this is Maker Pro 5, which I use in conjunction with After Effects for tracking, and this is a standalone program as well. So if I need to do any tracking without using After Effects and so on and so on, I can use this. Brilliant. Mudbox is very similar to ZBrush. It is basically a sculpting tool for sculpting characters. I'll just open that for you. This is the latest version of as of today, 2018. Yeah, I've always had Mudbox. I always use Mudbox if I need to, you know, mold things and shape things and do all this funky stuff to create, you know, cool characters, stuff like that. You know, brilliant program. Yeah. So that's Mudbox. This is my new addition. This is my new baby, and this is what I was just saying to you about. You know, putting Nuke to one side. Mudbox has just quitted unexpectedly. Flag off. Flare is the new one. Is the new kid on the block for me. I am learning Flare. I will drop some footage over the top of this so you can see this in action. Flare is basically a compositing suite for visual effects. It is absolutely insane. I'm just going to cancel it because it is quite complicated to set up a project. Well, not complicated, but there is a step you need to take to set up a project. But I will drop some clips on the sort of stuff you can achieve with Flare. And the great thing about Flare, it's Autodesk, so it works flawlessly with programs like Maya and Mudbox. Very similar to how you know, After Effects would work flawlessly with Premiere Pro. But it is a full compositing suite. I think this is the new bad boy. Flare's been going for a couple of years now, I think. But Flare is amazing. It's a new program that I'm learning at the moment, trying to get my head around. But once I sort of get general grips of what's going on with it, then I can start bringing videos to the channel for you guys, for you to have a look at. Maya 2018. This is the latest version of Maya. Maya, again, used in loads of feature films for modeling, CG, you name it, you can do it in Maya. Absolutely insane. Davinci Resolve panel setup, that is part of Davinci 2014. ProRes 4 I use for all my audio syncing. Even though the audio syncing feature in Premiere Pro works great, sometimes I like to sync in bulk or sync loads of footage all at once, and ProRes will let me do that. So absolutely amazing. Skip all this gobbledygook, and we've got Cinema 4D R18, which, guys, you know, if you don't know what Cinema 4D is, then what planet are you on? This is R18, which I use all the time. Absolutely love it. To me, just as powerful as Maya. It's incredible, really is. It's basically a modeling program, you know what it is. So this is a Wondershare, which I really like. Now, I use Wondershare to create logos and stuff like that, and intros and things like that. It's a one-off payment. It's really cheap. I think it's like about $100 or something like that. Can't remember how much I paid for it, but yeah, pretty cool and pretty powerful. FaceTime I use quite a lot. I have a MacBook Pro, I have the iPhone 8, and obviously the Mac here, and my FaceTime, you know, if someone calls me, you know how it works, they can bring on this and I can speak to them on this via the webcam, so on and so on. iTunes I don't use because I think iTunes lately is really gone downhill. It's more like a sales thing than anything. It's not like your own music library. It's totally different. So I use Spotify quite a lot to play my music. Download by, you know how it works, music streaming. That I don't use. App Store obviously use quite a bit. This is the latest version of Final Cut Pro as of a few weeks ago. I use Final Cut Pro to knock up quick projects. Just open it up for you guys. To basically knock up quick vlogs. If I'm doing a vlog and something that ain't complicated and that I need to get it up, you know, edited and knocked out really quickly, I'll use this program rather than Premiere Pro. Premiere Pro, put it into context, Premiere Pro I like to use for more professional projects. Like, I know you could do professional stuff with Final Cut, don't get me wrong, it's amazing. But yeah, I keep Final Cut for my light editing work, and I keep Premiere Pro for my heavy editing work. So this is ScreenFlow 6.1. This is what I'm using to share my screen at the moment. Always use ScreenFlow. I've used ScreenFlow from day one. Absolutely love it. This is a cool little program. This is called Sketch. Now, I've got a graphics tablet, and this will allow me to basically just draw stuff with the graphics tablet, and create titles, whatever I want to do, and then I can save that, as you can see down there, as a PNG sequence, and I can overlay it in videos, which is pretty cool. So Sketch is a free program actually, from the App Store, and yeah, it's pretty cool. So I'm just going to discard that. So Sketch I use to create, you know, text, so on and so on, and save it as PNG and then overlay it in videos. Pretty cool. This is Logic Pro X, the latest version of Logic Pro X, which I use for my film scoring. This is what I use to create my schizophrenia track. Yeah, absolutely love it. And I used, what was the other one? Cubase as well, to create that track as well. This is Final Draft. This is where I do all my scripting. I write all my scripts for my films. Very basic, but very powerful at the same time. Wants to give me an update. Don't want to do that. Yeah, it's a very powerful tool. It's just gone over. And it's just, if you want to, you know, write scripts and stuff like that, I mean, this program here is the best program I've seen for script writing. It's just amazing. Really cool. So iPhoto, which I don't use. VLC, if I need to play Blu-rays and stuff like that, I can use that. This is Blackmagic Video Assist. This is what I use to do all my updates for. The Video Assist, if I plug my Blackmagic cinema camera into my computer, then obviously I can get the color balances and, you know, the grids and stuff like that, all that good stuff that you get from the camera. This is so I can do all my updates, and that is basically it. Like I've said, I mean, I have slimmed down
on my programs. It's just purely, I mean, I've got the Foundry suite, as you can see there, 10.5.4. I was going to go to 11, but I haven't used Nuke in such a long time, and that's purely because of what you can achieve in After Effects for visual effects. So After Effects now is in essence my go-to visual effects program to create all my bits and pieces, because I've been using it for years. I'm good at it. I know how to use it. I'm very confident with it, creating stuff and being a bit creative with the program. Yeah, absolutely love it. So that is it, guys. That is what I'm using at the moment, and it's a very productive workflow that I've got. You know, like I said, if I'm creating models in Maya or Cinema 4D, you know, I'll bring them over into After Effects, or, you know, do my tweaking, or bring them over into ZBrush, you know, paint them up, make them look good. You know, there's a workflow. I will bring more workflow videos to the channel if requested, on how to balance the use of programs and use them in conjunction with each other. But if that's what you want, drop a message in the description below, and I'll get that sorted for you. So that's it. That is probably my last desktop tour for 2017. So once again, guys, if you have enjoyed this video, smash that like button. It's always appreciated. And as always, I'll definitely catch you in the next video. Ciao, ciao, guys.